is just one piece of the reading puzzle. There are other pieces that are very important to what these teachers do in their classroom. There's the taught books. And I want to briefly give you a little glimpse into what this could look like. Because when a teacher designs a unit with a novel, they can start bringing in 21st century teaching. They can teach inquiry-based teaching, project-based teaching, problem-based teaching, interdisciplinary curriculum, connect the book to real-world resources. They could be doing amazing things that are not part of independent reading. This is a lending library that I helped a lead literacy teacher at a school set up. This is a remarkable thing. It's rare to see this in a CPS school. This is just for middle school. All those bins are filled with class sets of novels for teachers to go in and design a unit around, right? So a teacher, a couple years ago, I went with a teacher, and we designed a unit, and we taught it. We co-taught it to his 7th graders. And we used the science fiction novel, The Adoration of Jenna Fox. And in inquiry-based teaching, we used the question, does technology always make life better? That's what we wanted these kids to explore. What did we do? We showed them this picture. Does anybody know what this is? This is the global seed vault in Norway. If there is a catastrophe with crops, this is like a safety deposit box of seeds. There's 800,000 crop seeds in storage here, right? These kids had no idea anything like this even existed. When we talked about this, we passed out seeds to everybody in the class for them to look at. These kids, they didn't know this existed. They didn't even know Norway existed. We taught them about cross-pollination. We taught them about genetic engineering. We read an article about scientists who genetically engineered pigs to glow fluorescent green. We debated bioethics with these 7th graders. We had them keep track of all their media and technology usage for an entire week and graph it, so they see their usage of technology. We had them listen to an NPR report. We had them draw self-portraits. We had them watch part of a documentary on Andy Goldsworthy, one of the most famous environmental artists in the world, because there's an environmental artist in the novel. They had never heard that there's such a thing as an environmental artist. They were amazed somebody can make a living doing that. We showed them some of his art. Look at some of his art. We showed them some of his art, a lot of his art. We read excerpts of Walden with these 7th graders, because in the book, they're reading Walden. And the environmental artist, this is true, he has a pond in his backyard in the book. And we're reading the book out loud. We're doing shared reading. The teacher and I were reading the book out loud. All the kids are following along. And I'm like, did you get that? And they're like, what? I'm like, he's got a pond in his backyard. And they're like, okay, he's got a pond. No, he's got a pond. Who else has a pond? And they're like, Henry David Thoreau had a pond in Walden. Yes. They were connecting Henry David Thoreau and Walden to a science fiction novel. We did all of this connected to a novel. And that novel came from that lending library in the school. Do you know that Boundless Readers has a lending library? How many of you knew that? If you didn't know that, raise your hand. If you didn't know that. Boundless Readers has a lending library. They raise money. They have a room like that too, where awardees can go in and they can check out an entire class set of novels. And they can go into their classrooms and do this.